Right, so in today's video we're going to be looking at endgame. When you get to endgame, there's going to be a certain amount of loot you want, a certain amount of mats you want, and where you want to look to rotate. So in today's video we're going to break all three of them down, and we're going to look at the different types of loot you're going to want, and when you're going to want to rotate, what you're going to use to rotate, and where you're going to go. So in an ideal setup for endgame, you're going to have a gold or a purple pump, or you have gold purple tack, either one, and then you're going to want to have an SMG. If say you're a controller player, you're most likely want an SMG so you can aim assist into boxes and stuff, which is extremely OP at the moment. You're going to then want probably a SCAR or a normal AR. This will help due to if you're on high ground, you're going to be able to shoot down, or you're going to be shooting up or destroying builds. That's going to help quite a lot. And then the next few are if you want or not. So you can replace the SCAR maybe with the drum gun or the SMG with the drum gun. That's if you're landing agency or you kill someone with the drum gun. Then you can have two item slots for hills. So say you take 4 floppers and 6 minis, so then you can play hill game in zone and then rotate in late and take high ground off of that. Or you can replace the minis for floppers or floppers for minis and then carry another weapon like an RPG maybe, or the grappler, Sky's grappler, to get back up to high ground if you fall down. Or you can take a heavy sniper to jump in people's boxes and be a maniac. The next thing that you're going to want to do here is you're going to want to use your mobility that you have in your inventory to rotate. So you can be using that, could be launch pads, you could be recycling somebody else's launch pad even, or you can be using the river to your advantage if it's going downstream and then you just swim into next zone. There's 2 different types of launch pads you can do. You can do a high pad or you can do a low pad. A low pad is if you're going to, zone isn't very far but there's a lot of people in the way. So you want to get down, get low quick, and get closer to the ground, which is less likely for you to be shot out. But you're not going to go as far. That's the one downside to it. Or you can high pad, and high padding is just a normal launch pad. You're going to go up high in the air. You're going to be able to go further, but you're more likely to get shot. So depending on what zone rotation is looking like, you're going to want to choose between one of them. And then if you're going downstream, you're going to want to be swimming in the direction of the current, of course, and then as soon as you make it into zone, then that's where you're going to stop, jump out and box up, and then look for picks on the edge of zone. If you've got Sky's grappler, you're going to be looking for high ground such as hills or mountains that are in zone. Build off the edge of that so then you can extend out over height. This will give you a more advantage of looking down on someone, especially if you have that gold RPG, because that's good reload time, and also you can just burn everyone's mats, with meaning that they're not going to be able to have as many mats as you at endgame. Now talking about mat count, you're going to probably want to use wood for starting zones. For like 50-50 zone you might want to rotate a brick, but before that most definitely use wood. Only use brick and metal if you're boxing up in high ground or next to someone's base. You want to switch to brick if you're playing the mid ground or low ground. In end zone in the last 2 moving, that's when you really want to be using your brick to rotate through there, so place down more health quicker and everything. But then you want to be saving your metal, so if you're on high ground you have a stronger foundation beneath you and you have less likely chance of being shot out. Or if you're boxing up on the edge of zone on 50-50, if you get 50-50 zone, you want to replace all your walls with metal, meaning that you can sit there and hold the edge of zone and stop people from coming in potentially getting you a few more kills. Right, so the next thing we're going to be looking at is what to look for when to rotate or when rotating. When you're rotating, you want to be looking for, don't go for the big open spaces, they're not always the best because that's where people are looking, expecting you to rotate. Rotate near the edge of cliff is, so you have one less side to worry about. Or just follow somebody else's builds as you rotate. Rotate with them, or just wait if you're in a box and you're on the complete other side of zone but there's people around you, that someone would most definitely place a launch pad. So what you want to do is you want to launch pad off of that and then recycle their launch pad. This should lead you into getting better at end games and improving your competition placements such as cash cups, or if you're playing scrims. This has been a short video. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe, stay around, and in a bit.